Alrighty guys, we are back at the very beginning. We are heading to the second to last ending. Alright, so I have my little guide that my friend left me to help me through it. Let's see. So first of all, to get rid of this humming, we're gonna jump here because we can do that right now. There we go. Okay. So we are here. I just wanted to talk for a few before I get into anything, and I want to read this just to make sure. So we're going to be going through door 5, 8, and 6 in order to get this next ending. And this is actually my initial playthrough order, the first playthrough that I went through, and there was something that I missed or something that I didn't do that made it so I got the knife ending rather than whatever this ending is. So I have a bunch of hints that will slowly narrow it down for me, but I also I want to try to guess here first. So we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna think it through. First, let me read the reminder. Hopefully that's okay. Okay, yeah, he's saying this is this is identical to your initial one, the knife ending, as well as most major of endings include. Oh, okay. Interesting. There was one small thing I overlooked throughout the playthrough that I didn't go back to. Okay. So what was that small thing? That's the question. Oh my my game is all flipping out because of that shit. Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to think about what I didn't do. Now, my first thought back then for that playthrough was in the last room there was a gun, and it was in that casket after we did that box puzzle. And it let us stay in that room, and I never went back to the gun to either see if it was still there or anything. I didn't go and interact with it again. So that's one of the contenders for my, like, things I didn't do. I mean, one of the other things, which I don't think it is, because I thought I did, like, every option, was when we were searching around for Snake after door... right when we were looking for the things to fix the Reds, Snake went missing, and we went and searched for him, and I had a bunch of different options to go places, talk to people, not talk to them, unless it's some kind of combination of, like, someone I missed talking to there. And I'm trying to think of, like, all the other options. I mean, it might not even be an option, it might just be something I didn't click on, and if it's something I didn't click on, I feel like that's going to be really hard for me to guess, because that means I have to remember all the different things that are in that room, you know? Other than, like, the gun, which was something that was significant. Yeah, I'm actually not really sure any more than that, but I do have, I think I am just gonna go for the first small hint to see what that gives me. Okay, so the first small hint says during an escape room. Okay, so that narrows it down. That means my snake theory is wrong. Is during an escape room, so... Really, like... I'm trying to remember what all the escape rooms were that we went through. 5 was the ninth man, right? Was through that door. And then that was the one... Was that the music puzzle that I had to do? I felt like I did everything in there. Like I said, unless it's just something that I'm not clicking on. So I don't think it was the music room. And then after that we went to door 8, right? Which was... Which puzzle was that one, actually? Shoot. Oh, was that the... one of those might have been the mannequin one, right? Where we had to, like, swap the body parts around, and we had to get the different color liquids to get the different body parts, and there was that whole thing. And that was tied to part of it with Clover, right? But that was only when I went through door 4, I think, when I got the, bookmark from Santa. So I don't think I had to do any of those dialogue options. Honestly, like, I'm not sure. And then the last room is the room, like, last room was the room with the pin puzzle that was really hard. It took me a while to do it. And then the boxes, as well as the gun, where I thought it was, like, maybe going back to the gun. But I'm not sure. It's really hard to, like, remember everything, you know? So let's just go for the medium hint. During the 5th room segment. Okay. Wait, so during the 5th room segment, that means he means the 5th door, right? I guess I could ask him real fast. But we might as well just I'm never gonna remember, honestly. I don't think I'm ever gonna figure out what it is that I missed. So if that doesn't mean during the 5th room segment, I can only imagine that means the 5th door. So that means it would have been that music puzzle. And it was something I overlooked there. I'm pretty sure back then I was, like, very thorough. But there was also 2 puzzles, weren't there? Is the 5th door the one that we had 2 puzzles? Was it 212 for the, like, amount of puzzles in the different doors? Yeah, because the last one had 2, which means the first one would have had 2. And that would have been the casino, right? So unless it was somehow maybe tied to the so if I'm thinking the casino, because the music room I'm not remembering anything I missed, but unless the casino had something where, like, I was actually able to do something with the other slot machines. Because I only interacted with, like, one slot machine to get what I was trying to get, I think. And maybe there was, like, a different combo in the slot machine, or you could do something with one of the other slot machines. Other than that, the only other stuff in that room was the Baccarat, right, game, which I felt like that was, like, kind of set in stone. The way I could play it and stuff. Unless it was just, like I said, something else I didn't click on. Alright, let's go for another hint to narrow it down even further. The first section of 5th room, perhaps you found something somewhere that was never actually used to escape the room and had no use of yet. Huh. Wait, so the first part was the music room, wasn't it? Now, okay. We got, like, 5 different music sheets, right? And didn't we get, like, one solid one or something that we didn't do anything with? Am I crazy? I'm probably... Watch me be thinking about, like, the wrong thing, even. That would suck if I'm thinking about the wrong puzzle entirely. I'm trying to think about what else we had. We got the bucket and had to drain the toilet, right? And we got all those music sheets, right? And I thought they were, like, gonna be clear, and we, like, stacked them on top of each other and stuff like that. I'm gonna go with, like, it had something to do with the music sheets, possibly. I thought there was, like, one solid one that wasn't a music sheet, I think. I think it was just, like, a a solid thing. And I thought someone said that you put it like behind all the others when you stack them on top. I don't know. That's my best guess, guys. So now I am gonna do the continue past here after thinking about it to get the full solution. The safe in door 5, after playing the melody on the piano and unlocking the door, instead of completing the room by inspecting the door, go back over to the safe in the closet and inspect it. Oh. Twice just to be safe. Safe. Before leaving through the now unlocked door, continue as you had in your initial playthrough. Reminder that door 6, both rooms, has extra dialogue after lowering the control panel from the catwalk to the lower level floor, plus some extra in second room, and should still be run through just to get those last bits of extra dialogue. Okay. Alright, so I was wrong. It's the safe. Apparently there was a... I completely forgot, I guess, that there was a safe that we never got into. Go back over to the safe in the closet and inspect it. So, I don't exactly remember the whole safe thing, so I guess there was a safe that I just never did, huh? Alright, so now we're gonna be zooming through. We're actually gonna get started with the game now, guys. Sorry about that. I wanted to give you guys my thought process.
That's right.
Through,
we can't have any more than 5 people in one door.
I wanted to give you guys my thought process through this. I wanted to try to figure it out on my own. Obviously, I couldn't. I figured I couldn't before going into this. Before I even started this episode, I tried to think of a couple things. The couple things I came up with in the beginning was really all I could remember. It's hard because it's been, for me, it's been quite some time since that first episode. It's at least been, like... Well, we're on episode 20, this is 23, and I record them, like, every other day. So, you know, that's well over, 45 days ago. So, over a month ago that I did that first playthrough, so.
All 8 of us can't go.
Then it would seem.
Wait.
But,
I'm telling you.
Come on.
Call me if I'm...
Yeah, let's,
Hey man, if you think
we gotta go through door 5,
yeah,
so let's get to this option.
Fine. I can't go anyone.
Why did it stop me? Is it because I tabbed out? I might have tabbed out. Here we go. What's the digital rupee? I think I picked that last time. Alright, speed on over to the option. Decided that it had to be door 5. Doop 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 doop. So I get to play the melody again, huh? I'm gonna have to do that whole thing. Fun. Whoa, yeah, let's go! Zoom zoom! I'm just trying to read his stuff again. Reminder that door 6, both rooms has... Okay, so that, I guess that means that we can skip past... Once we pick door 8, we can skip past all of that, I guess. I also have a little... I have a little cheat sheet. Alright, here we go. At least I remembered the right puzzle, right? If anything, I remembered that it was the piano puzzle. Okay. So... If I remember correctly... This... Map of the ship, yep. We take that. Alright. If I remember correctly, the stuff was like... Safe is locked. It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a key. We just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Did you find anything, 7? Nope. Interesting. Yeah, so we got that music play. Leather suitcase. I'm trying to remember where everything was. So I guess I just I forgot that safe even existed, right? It just like didn't let me do anything with it. No, we can't do the stuff in the bathroom yet. We have to Heavy piece of paper, score written in front of it. Any musical score. Because we gotta put the fire out, right? Which means we needed a... Yeah, we're gonna use the vase. And then go... in here? No. Was there anything to this toilet, though? I guess it was... Wow, there's nothing in this room? That's interesting. Okay. Unless there's something I'm forgetting about that. Okay, so we're gonna fill up the vase. We filled up the vase, and now we can drain it, right? Alright. And then we can back out of here, go to here with the water. Yes, put the water out. Yeah, I guess maybe we did, like, combine all these or something, I don't know. But this is what I was thinking of. I felt like we never really did anything with these score plates. Oh, yeah.
Hey, 7.
I forgot that he did that.
Yeah, I'm
right?
fine. What the heck?
That's where we found out about the memory loss, I guess. And then he did that later on when,
Well, but I've had after. Well, that's it.
Later on, he, like, almost passed out again as well, and for some reason I just didn't even recall to that time there. Interesting. Okay, there was definitely more sheets than this, right? I'm missing... There was at least one more sheet, I think. So maybe it was in here. Yeah. Alright, and then there's nothing in there. Damn, I can't believe in my first playthrough I'd like... Well, I guess I wouldn't know that you have to play the music and then go back to the safe. Aw, Snake, it's so good to see you again, my man. Unless you're the one that killed me in the last ending, then... RIP. These keys are all messed up. So did I have to combine these? No, I guess I didn't. Did I have to... Yeah, G... Rectangle... What did they say about this anyway? Rectangular plate, this texture feels like it's probably ceramic, you know, like... What color is it? It's white. Is there anything written on it? Staff for music. No notes though, huh? Interesting. How strange. Alright, maybe there was one more. There might have been one more. The question is... Was it under the pillow, actually? Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, I didn't mean to click on the bed and get all that dialogue. Yeah, okay.
What's wrong? Something's... No, I know. Right. However... Oh, yeah. So that one... Yes. In fact, and should someone... Oh, really?
Alright, let's get ourselves to this thingy. Wait, what? Man, if I'm gonna play this song, I gotta put the glass plates on top of something. Yeah, right, so... Maybe I gotta click on it with this. Music stand... Okay. Okay, so I guess we did stack all the music on top. Okay, there we go. I was wrong, we did use it. It was just... such a simple thing, I guess. Alright, so... Damn, which one is that? That one, so we're looking at... And then back to the first one. Shoot. That would have been this one, 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 and this one. There we go. Nice. I did good. Okay. I was thinking that noise was like the safe, but we acknowledged the noise. It was okay, so alright. Interesting. So the safe somehow unlocked while we were doing that. That's interesting. I didn't even think to go back and look at that damn safe. Is it here? A safe. It's a safe. A safe, huh? The exit's open. Yes, strange that we didn't need to open this to achieve our goal. God damn it, why didn't I check this? Do you think it's important? I wonder what's in there. So then do it again. It's safe with a dialogue on it. We won't be able to open it until we know the right numbers on it. Guess we'll just leave it alone for now and move on. Wait, what? The safe in door 5 after playing the melody on the piano and unlocking the door. And okay, so I have to go and I hope I don't mess this up. Yeah, the sign's green now. I would imagine that means it's now unlocked. What are we sitting around for? Let's get out of here. But I don't want... Maybe that triggered it? Huh. Before leaving... Wait, was interacting it was... Wait, hold on. The safe in door 5, after playing the melody on the piano and unlocking the door, instead of completing the room by inspecting the door, go back over to the safe in the closet and inspect it. Just twice, just to be safe. Before leaving through... Okay, so he doesn't actually say I unlock it. Let me check with him real fast. Crap. Hopefully he answers fast enough. I think I'm good. I don't think I have to open the safe. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to know what was in there. But see if he answers quick enough. I just don't want to mess this up. I guess I could always just skip past all this. And just not have this part, my waiting. But yeah, interesting. I guess all you have to do to trigger some kind of different dialogue. So what is... I wonder how that... Like, what that has to do with a whole nother ending. I don't remember finding, like, a safe combination that I didn't know what to do with it, do I? Unless, like, one of the other characters finds it in one of the other things and says, like, I'm gonna go back there and see what's in there, or something, and that triggers something. Alright, guys, we are back here, and, I did end up cutting out some of that for you guys, because I ended up talking to him a little bit more about some things, but, alright. So now that we did that, just to be sure, I'm gonna go through the door. But we can now skip all the way to the door 8 selection and pick door 8, and then after that, we're gonna skip straight to, door 6, and then we're gonna go through door 6 because there's new dialogue in there apparently. But as far as my friend remembers, there's no new dialogue from here until that other dialogue. So, wait, can I skip? I can skip here to the 3, 7, and 8 doors. Yeah. All right. And now we're gonna jump all the way to picking door 8. Door 8. Okay. Now that I picked door 8,
Probably.
I theoretically should be on... I guess it hasn't gone... Okay, I don't have the green line yet going to door 8. I kind of want to speed... I kind of just want to speed to that just to make sure. Better safe than sorry, having to, like, go back through all this again or something. Doop, doop, doop. Alright, let's check it now. Flow. Okay, yeah, now we're going through the section. We're good. Alright, so now we're gonna jump straight to these.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces.
Alright, we'll skip. It should stop us at new dialogue anyway, so... the wrestling match of a lifetime. Alright, and then... I want to go... Interesting. I wonder what would happen if I said door 2 at this point. Because last time I was forced to go through door 2... because I went through door 3 or whatever, I think. Anyway, door 6 it is. Let's do this. Zoom time. Alright. The 4 of us were with June, Santa, Ace, and myself. Just trying to make sure I keep track of who we're with. Oh, right, this puzzle. Alright. Yep, that happened last time. And now we're in the puzzle room, okay. And now we're gonna get some new dialogue, apparently. So we're gonna be doing... Yeah, so the first one is after lowering the control panel from the catwalk. Okay, so I gotta try to remember this one. Which, I don't think there was anything from here, right? First, I need to get something to put in there. Which was... Where was that thing that we had to put in it? It wasn't anything over here. Pair of wooden boxes, nothing in them. Okay. That thingy, we're not going to touch that yet. We're going to go up the stairs, maybe. There's nothing we could do with that yet. Continue up the stairs, and then we went through here, right? Think. Oh, okay. Shoot, we're already through. I don't know why I was, like, spacing out, not realizing that we were already through. Okay, so there's... There wasn't anything to do here, right? But we had to go back through B to get past those boxes, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and now we can go over to this thingy. We can give the wheel a spin. Yep, and we got the wheel. I think that was all we had to do here, right? So we go back through. I don't think I ever... Did it ever let me go through C? Oh, shoot, that's where I had to go. Okay, we're good. Hand-operated winch. Put that one on. I did not mean to do some dialogue there. Okay, alright, I'll turn the wheel. Okay. Turning, turning, turning.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't know where the new dialogue is, so I'm gonna check this out. He stuck his head out over the side of the catwalk and looked down. The box that had only recently hung just below the catwalk now sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the end of the tunnel that covered the conveyor
June's
belt.
down over by there.
Junpei could see her still leaning against the wall as if she barely had the strength to sit up. Even from so far away, it was not difficult to see that she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body. I think I remember that.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he'd said what they had all been thinking.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
He tried desperately to convince himself that what he'd said was
What
true.
could be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion.
Santa's response was confident and certain.
She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game.
I briefly remember this.
Think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah. We're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual.
Yeah, I definitely remember
How the
that
hell
bit.
could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
Santa snorted in disgust.
Guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno. But it does seem like a possibility, you know?
Yeah, they teased at that, and we know that it quite possibly may be an experiment. They stood there for a few more minutes, no one speaking, until Santa turned and walked away from the winch. Junpei and Ace followed him.
You know, speaking of experiments,
Santa suddenly stopped. Is this a new dialogue?
there was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First,
Oh,
they took
I
a
think this is
squarish
new.
C-shaped tank and filled it with enough
Interesting.
water that the rats could drown in it.
I'm trying to understand the logic between touching that safe after we did the piano and getting this dialogue here. Is there like some kind of connection to it? But I can't think of like how it would be. Okay.
The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything.
Damn.
But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
There was a moment of silence after Santa posed the question, and then Ace responded.
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
You're right. It isn't very interesting.
Oh, Ace.
Yet.
Oh, what? Yet.
See, these scientists
there's more to the
repeated
story.
this experiment over and
I was gonna
over,
say, like, just wait till you find out that you're an experiment. Ha ha ha! Then it'll be relevant. But no, I see.
using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit.
Huh.
Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B.
That kind of like nature versus nurture kind of debate.
That wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results.
Oh boy.
No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them.
This is just more of that same, like, various stories we've had of, like, you know, events happening in one spot and then happening, like, all over the world. We had, like, 2 different stories of that kind of thing happening. And now this one, too.
They all easily found their way to Exit A as though they already knew. What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy?
Nope, more telepathy.
They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
Ace looked skeptical. Santa snorted at him.
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out.
It's kind of like, it's not the same at all, but it kind of reminds me of, like, this other story that I heard, and I don't want to butcher it, but it was something like you put, like, a bunch of monkeys, in a room, and have that room have a ladder, and at the top of the ladder are bananas, right? And then when they start to climb the ladder, all the monkeys get drenched in water. So that way they know they're not supposed to do that, right? And then you slowly replace each monkey one at a time. And every time, the new monkey will climb up that ladder to try to get it and then get soaked. And then all the other monkeys will like, either that, or I can't remember if it was the new monkey actually went up the ladder, or the old monkeys stopped the new monkey from going up the ladder, and, like, beat him up, you know? It was something like that, it's because they didn't want to get wet again. So they knew better. And then, so you keep replacing those monkeys over and over and over again with new ones. You replace an old one, and they get into this habit of where all the old monkeys are gone that experienced the water. I think that's what it was. I don't think they actually got wet. They just beat them up before they actually climbed the ladder, right? And then all these monkeys, all the new monkeys, are still doing what the old monkeys did, but they don't know why. If me explaining that makes sense. So basically, you know, they introduce a new monkey, remove one of the old ones, and they all beat up that monkey for trying to go get the banana. They rinse, repeat, the new monkey tries to get the banana, they beat it up, until there's only new monkeys left, and none of them have been drenched, so they don't even know about the water, but they still beat up the monkey for trying to go up the ladder, because that's what all the other ones did to them, you know? It's kind of like interesting little studies that have been done like that, you know? Not very humane, though. I don't think it was as, like, when I say beat up, I don't mean, like severely injure or anything. It sounds really bad when I say, like, beating up and stuff like that, but yeah, just, like, interesting little studies like that, but anyway.
And we gotta get the hell out of here before June passes out.
Okay. Without waiting for a response, he turned around and started walking, Junpei, however, wasn't quite ready to leave the topic alone.
There's something I want to ask you.
Oh.
What?
Santa stopped and turned around.
Why did they use that tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have, I don't know, put some bait by Exit B or something.
Are we those rats with in the water and the ship is like the ship partially being sunk?
I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
Santa gave a grim bark of a laugh.
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that? Huh? Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses.
Yeah,
and pulls up what you need.
it's back to the whole like thought process of, I think there was one other discussion we had with someone else regarding the fact that we need to be in a crisis situation in order for, like, when they were talking about the telepathy stuff, you had to be like in a life or death situation in order for it to work properly, or that enhances the chance for it to work properly. And I think that's that might be what Santa's getting at right here. It's just that, life or death situation, you emerge from an emergency, better than you were prior to it, maybe, or stronger. What can't kill you makes you stronger, essentially.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Yep.
Oh.
Junpei suddenly felt cold. The back of his head was aching, and his stomach felt strange. Okay. Let's, head back? How do we get back down? Wait, where are we? We go back through door A, right? There we go, yeah. And then... it was one of the ones we lowered. Oh, yeah, this thing. Yes. And then we put this thingy in here. Yes. Push the button! Okay. Yes. We pick up the box of coal, and then we put it in here, right? Yep. I think I might be able to skip past this now that I got the new dialogue, but I just want to make sure there's not any other new dialogue in here, but I think that's probably it, right? I think we're close to finishing this puzzle anyway. But now they all put the coal in. Yep. How are we looking on time? It was me freezing it, not you guys. I wanted to open this up. Okay. Wow, we actually... Granted, I did waste... I'll record longer because I am gonna have to cut out the time that I sat there and talked to my friends, so... I think what I'll probably do is I'll play all the way through the next puzzle, too. That way we can be at the ending segment for the next time. Yeah, I think, I pushed this, if I remember correctly. Man, it's crazy how long it takes to, like, go through some of these dialogue stuff. Yep, all those things. Yeah, and then we go to the gear, we take the item, go back. We're just about done this, so not too bad. Take the bronze. Oh. Do I have to go this way and then turn, maybe? No? There we go. I just had to click in a specific spot. Okay. Now we got all those, and now we can go down here, up this here. Yep. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so we have to put the... Oh shoot, maybe I should have read them. Okay, it's probably this. There we go. And then this. I think that should be the right way. There we go. Door open.
Yes!
All right, Junpei.
Yeah, they're gonna go and get June, right? Alright, and then we go back, the door's shut, but they just open it again. Oh yeah, that's right, we have Santa with his photo.
We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad.
Huh.
And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year.
Wait, it stopped me here. Is this new dialogue?
Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow.
Do I remember hearing this?
And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter.
I think I do remember this maybe because I remember relating something to his name being Santa.
She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out.
I don't remember this much though.
And then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back.
Damn.
Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy her presents every year.
Huh.
I hate that Santa ended up betraying us in one of the endings. After, like, you know, I really liked his story there and everything. Junpei was silent. He could think of nothing to say. Jun looked down, uncomfortable. The wall next to him suddenly groaned. Either he hadn't heard the sound or didn't care. Santa kept talking.
But one year, her letter was different.
Oh.
She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true.
Oh, jeez.
My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
Santa looked sad. Junpei had never seen him look sad before. He wasn't sure he liked it. Well, obviously. Junpei decided it was probably best not to ask Santa any more questions, but...
What happened?
June glanced up at Santa quickly as she spoke. He answered, but only with an effort.
She died. She was
Damn.
killed 9 years ago.
9 years ago. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Was that the other experiment? Was his little sister one of the 16 kids that went missing along with Lotus's kids? There's nothing Junpei could say. His heart felt like a great lump of lead. June bit her lip and looked away. Her face was pale. Yeah, we definitely didn't have that info last time. I remember thinking, oh, maybe she like died or something. Santa stood up suddenly, his downcast demeanor gone. He shoved the picture back in his pocket and headed back up the stairs, taking them two at a time. Yeah, we kind of just sit here and linger, right? Yeah, he says, what are you two doing? Alright. Yeah, we're getting into the next puzzle. Damn. Oh, we're kind of like... Man, time flies when you're playing this shit. I guess I could just go for a longer episode. This puzzle room isn't that long when you know the combination, right? So really, we're just gonna have to have the dialogue. Yeah, I remember the bags having the cards. Gonna blow through that dialogue. Got another one here. Another one there. Trying to remember where all these were. I don't think there was any up, right? One on the ground here. Two in this box. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they need to find one more. Search all the boxes. There's nothing. Some sort of liquid in there. Shoot. Interesting. Where was the last one? Unless I counted wrong. No, that is only 8. We're missing... What's that? Whose are we missing? Aces, right? No, we have ace. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh, lotuses. So It wasn't up, was it? I don't think it was. Right? No. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Trying to go back. Yeah, interesting. Alright. Where was that last one? Nothing in the bag anymore. Oh my gosh, I can't click right. I'm trying to go fast and I'm messing up all over the place. Oh, okay. We had to click on that to get the last one, alright.
Now we just need...
You know which card.
Yeah.
We did see all this.
Just match our numbers, then you
I almost
pop the
forgot
course.
there's
So for
new
instance,
dialogue
card
in
with the
here.
picture of
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure this is all... If I heard a noise. Oh, he spun around just in time to see June collapse in front of... Oh shit.
June, are you okay?
I don't remember her collapsing. She did not respond. Junpei spun back around to face Ace.
I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You finished the box thing, alright? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you.
Huh. He shoved the cards into Ace's hands and ran off towards June. Damn.
Are you alright? What happened?
Junpei called out to her as he ran.
Can you stand?
As he arrived, June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now is not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Just let me see for a sec.
Junpei put his palm on her forehead.
Huh.
You're still warm.
Her temperature was much the same as it had been the last time he checked. She wasn't hot like she'd been before, but she was still warm. Her fever wasn't completely gone.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know?
Junpei would have been more willing to agree if June hadn't needed quite so much help standing up.
Still, to fall down like that? I think she's probably still a little messed up.
June was doing her best to busy herself brushing dust off her dress. Her smile looked a little embarrassed and her face was a bit flushed. But she did look a great deal better than she had. Still.
Alright, well, let's just get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh?
Huh?
Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Wait, what?
Ace?
Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical
Oh, fucking shit. Oh my god. Is he the president of the friggin' something pharmaceuticals? Something pharmaceuticals. What the hell was it? Crap.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the
Yeah.
name, I think. Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Soparil. Soparil. I've heard of that before somewhere.
Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that he'd heard about Soparil before. Santa continued.
Soparil. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is.
Oh, is that what he injected himself
It
with?
takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug. It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots.
Huh. Only 6 years, though. I guess Cradle Pharmaceuticals could have been around before that, but Seven was talking about Cradle Pharmaceuticals back 9 years ago when the 16 kids went missing. Obviously, the company could have been around, and then they just started developing this 6 years
It
ago.
became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did too.
Why do you know all of this?
Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help but feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply was blunt and simple.
I heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace? When?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know?
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
I am. Ace was such a good dude. Does that mean he's evil? I don't know. He might not. Just because he's like the CEO or whatever doesn't mean he knew about like the kidnapping. But who knows? With this game, I'm sure he's involved. He seemed to be having difficulty with the 9 boxes.
What the hell is he doing?
He turned back to June and Santa.
June, don't push yourself, all right?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Looks like he's having trouble.
Sure.
Why is he having such a hard time with the keycards? He gave him both a short nod, then turned and head back towards Ace.
What are you doing?
Ace's back was to him as Junpei approached. The older man turned around and looked at him. His face was pale and covered in
What
sweat.
happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because
Oh.
of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
Huh.
These pictures.
Ace held out the cards to Junpei and played out the shape of a fan.
I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a
Presbyopia.
difficult thing.
He made the best attempt he could at a self-depreciating smile, but his self-deprecating, not depreciating. I looked at that again and I was like, wait. But his face was flushed and his lips were pale and drawn.
At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
Oh, jeez. He shoved the cards into Junpei's hands and walked quickly away. Junpei looked at him quizzically.
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out?
Junpei looked down at the cards in his hands. All of the pictures were quite clear and each person easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision truly
But if
so
it wasn't,
bad?
what had made him so uncomfortable?
Interesting. I don't know. That was when Junpei remembered what he'd heard from Lotus much earlier.
Prosopagnosia.
Oh,
Well,
that's right, we
put
skipped
simply,
past this
it
puzzle.
means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces.
Ah,
In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours.
interesting.
So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That
Could
means
he
that
have
people
that?
with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia?
Junpei took another look at Ace. Wait. Wait. That Lotus bit wasn't in my initial playthrough. Wait, what? I never went through that door. That was door 7, right? No, wait, no, never mind. Maybe door 8 was. Okay, never mind, yeah, because Lotus went through the same number as her number. Okay, so, never mind. This isn't exactly the same as my initial playthrough. Because my initial playthrough, I went through door 7, right? I guess I can check here. The game's gonna look like it paused for a second. Wait, no, it's saying that ending 3 was... Oh, I almost wonder if my friend messed up there. There's no way the first time I went through, I did door 8. I didn't have that whole Lotus stuff. I don't think I did anyway. Unless I'm crazy. I don't know, either way. I'll have to ask my friend about that after.
Huh. Well, he looks depressed enough to have it.
If he really did have prospect... There was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright. Or, he didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright would help that much. Still, Junpei felt perhaps it was best he keep Ace's condition to himself, at least for the time being.
Oh well.
Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Save for a moment, then
Ace's
begin.
card isn't- I just need to...
Yup,
Yeah.
we have seen this. All
Yeah.
9 to open.
What the-
Yep,
9?
we got the
I
pins
guess-
for this annoying-ass pin puzzle. Yes. Alright. So now we use the pins up here. Up we go. Okay, so... I have all the solutions here, so... Skip through all the dialogue, skip through all the dialogue. Yep. Alright, yes. Alright, so one, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 5, 4, 6, 3, 2. And then 7, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 2. And then the last ones are gonna be 9, 7, 1, and 8, 6, 2. There we go. Nice. Shutter opened. Then we have to do this stuff. And then it was 2, 9, 4, 7, 5, 3, and 6, 1, 8. There we go. Cool. Making our way downtown, walking fast. Alright. Yep. We got the machine. Yep. Oh boy. Alright, let's give it a try. Alright, so my friend gave me, he's like, hopefully we got this right. It looks like I'm looking at cheat codes for a game with what he gave me. Let's see if he's actually right here. So we go up, right, down, right, down, left, up, right, and then that's down, left, shoot, yeah. Wait, hold on, that doesn't seem right. Oh, now I got myself all lost. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I messed something up or if he messed something up here. Left. Because he's saying I need to go... If I'm looking at this right, I'm supposed to go up next and then left. But that's going to push that box into a spot where it's not supposed to be, I think. Let's reset once more and just do exactly like he said, just to make sure. So up, right, down, right, down. And then 11 to 15, we have left, and then up, and then right, and then down. And then 16 to 20, oh, okay, I did mess up. We have right, and then up. And then left, down, left, up. Left, up, right, down, and then up, left, left, down, left, down, right. Oh, okay, yeah, I already see the... There we go. Okay, nice. Sorry about that, guys. That was a bit, tedious, but we did it. His instructions were right. I just messed it up the first time. Alright, so. The Pushmaster 5000 did what it was supposed to do. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. I kind of want to see what happens if you go back to the gun, though. Even though I don't think it's, like, anything. Go this way, up and over. Just kidding.
Just don't.
Okay.
A small key.
And a gun.
Yeah.
It looks.
I wonder.
This thing is. Are these? Oh.
Okay. Yep, we had
You're
this
not gonna-
dialogue
of
before.
course it's a something like. Yeah.
Maybe zero. In other.
In that.
Mean.
Okay. Of course.
Alright. So we got the key. Alright, so now I kind of want to... What if we just... There's a revolver in his coffin. What was that thing for? Jumping. I know. I'll be there in just a minute. Okay, so we just can't. Now's not the time to be thinking about the coffee and be focused on getting out of here. Okay, so it doesn't let you do anything else with it. Alright, well. Put this key here. Sounds like it did it. Yay. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Alright. Oh shoot, I was gonna say, what if I put the key in and then I left after he said let's go and went back to the coffin? Well, I probably shouldn't do that stuff anyway, because if that, like, what if that is,
Long
like,
hallway,
the trigger
huh?
for the long, or the big ending. So, I figure I probably shouldn't do that. Alright, guys, so we finished that puzzle, and, that's good. Actually, we need to go back to adventure while I'm thinking about, or, back to novel mode. So now we're just going to be progressing to the end of the story. I should have done or the end of this ending, I should say. Apparently this is a long one, so it might take the whole next episode and some, but we'll see. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the ending. This was kind of a prep episode getting to there. We got some new dialogue stuff, which was interesting. I'm still not sure what touching that safe before leaving that room has to do with triggering these different events and everything. I wonder if there is a reason that I'm just not thinking of, or if it's just like a game thing that they needed like a trigger or something, but yeah, for some reason touching that safe before leaving that room made it so we got a story about rats, more kind of telepathy stuff with all that from Santa, which was interesting. And we also got a further story with his sister, who was killed 9 years ago, apparently, and that was around the same time where the other 16 kids went missing. So I'm wondering if there's some, like, I'm guessing, like, you know, I don't believe in coincidences when it comes to games like this, you know, so I have a feeling that his sister was involved with whatever happened between those 16 kids a while back. But it sounds like Lotus's kids made it back, but Santa's saying his sister didn't, so it was still a heartwarming story. It sucks knowing that, you know, he betrayed us by, you know, taking that gun back there in that other ending and did all that shit, you know, especially, like, I could understand it if he had someone to go home to, like, if he was trying to get home to his sister, so he was acting not rationally, like, he was acting not rationally, you know, and just kind of, like, doing what he needed to because he wanted to get back home to his sister. But if his sister's dead, you know, obviously he has other things to live for other than that, but I think I would have, like, maybe felt for him a bit more, unless he lied about his sister being dead, you know, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, but it was a cool story, regardless of the fact that we had that ending with him, you know, and then we had a bit more with Ace possibly having that prosopagnosia or whatever that I pronounced wrong, where he can't distinguish faces, possibly. and he blamed it on poor eyesight for getting older, but maybe he doesn't want to like talk about it or whatnot. And also the fact that he is the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals, which is the company that Seven thought was responsible for the kids going missing 9 years ago. So yeah, interesting connections so far between like Lotus had shit happen, Clover and Snake were part of another experiment, right? Santa's sister might have been involved. Seven was involved. So far, pretty much everyone that we have info about, like obviously Ninth Man, who knows, he died too early to know. But except for June and Junpei, we don't know yet why they are involved in this when, I don't know, because all these other people, we have all these, like, stories about how, it seems like they're somehow connected to previous experiments or the companies responsible or stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm intrigued. I can't wait to learn more and get into some, like, meaty endings, which I think, according to what my friend said, this is a meaty ending. So, yeah, I'm excited. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, even though it was kind of retreading old ground with a little bit of new ground. But next episode will be really exciting, I'm sure. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.